What's going on YouTube? This is Captain Obvious bringing you my first ever Minecraft video. Now it's a beautiful morning in Germany, so my voice might be a little groggy, but this is my Minecraft world. Let me get back outside to show you what's going on. Don't worry, I will come back in here to to give you a tour of what I've got. Now, I was playing this world completely legit. I just use the stairs. I was playing this world completely legit, except some of the engines and stuff take entirely too long to get because you need um, several diamonds. And before you start freaking out on that, I did not spawn in diamonds. I just spawned in diamond gears. So I guess it's cheating. But here's my Minecraft world in all its glory. Oh wait. Yes, I am using too many items. I also have Buildcraft and wireless redstone installed. Now I spawned way off in the distance over there, and I just started flying around because I wasn't going to see if I can find where I spawned at. Anyways, it's ways over here somewhere on the other side of the land. But I flew around a little bit looking for oil because oil is a very needed commodity. Hold on, I'm getting there. I spawned up here at the top of this sand. I spawned right here. And if I had turned around, I guess I'd have found this, which is oil too. Ah, it's good to know. Oil, oil. Let me place a torch down for later. Um, Now I'm using too many items. However, I'm not spawning in any any precious items. I'm not spawning any gold, any tools, any diamonds, any coal, any iron, um, stuff like that. I'm not going to spawn in. But building blocks, dirt, lamps, uh, anything you can use to pretty much build, I will be spawning in. And I don't know if it's the world making that uh, blip or whatever, but it's very annoying. It only does it when I'm over water. Ah. So I flew around and I found this. Well, not this. It was just a big spout of oil that went all the way up to that last glass block. Um, so I've drained it down pretty good, and when it stops pumping oil out, I will go check it out and see how much we got. Um, I will see how much oil we have. Um, oh yeah, dirt. But anyway, um, my mouse keeps leaving the screen. Turn this little guy off because I'm out of coal. I'm putting some over. So I found that and I was pumping it to shore. And I was like, wait, why don't I just put a refinery out in the middle of the ocean? This is that refinery. However, you see all this water. Let me see if I can fly up and show you a better picture. And that funny pattern. I put in a pump powered by combustion engines in the ocean. And it will eventually, the engine will be faster than the water can regenerate itself. So I created kind of a mess up here. So now anytime I build in this area, I get frame rate like you would not believe. Um, so this is my failed attempt at an oil derrick. Uh, it was pretty good, but it kept exploding. As you can tell, there's several explosions, including that one down there, which was my water pump. It exploded. Um, But I had a pretty nice little setup here where it was pumping the oil into this container, and then it would take the oil out from the top with these pumps and over here to the refinery, and then it would pump back down to here. It would branch off and refuel my generators, my other engines, and then it would go down to the line there. Now I've converted this all over to an oil line. So now it's all just pumping oil back into this hole, which goes downstairs to my other machine shop. So, no, that's my fuel tank sticking out the top. Now, this is my power plant, and all this over here was an earlier attempt at, actually, it wasn't an attempt, I made a quarry which dug this hole all the way down to bedrock. I've got another quarry going on over there. You see it pumping right now. Let's go in here and explore this. Now, the reason I'm using the ability to do building blocks is because it takes way too long to get a lot of these blocks for my house and stuff. I'm using brick and sandstone, and I'm using brick and stone brick and smooth stone in here. This is my engine on and off switch. It activates a piston, which activates another piston, which activates a circuit, which activates a time delay. It's kind of interesting. And this is another switch for a timer that starts fuel pumping to the engines, and this turns on my refinery, pumps oil to it and gas from it. Alright, here's my fuel tanks. They are empty. And this is seems to be broken. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, that's interesting. I'll have to fix this in a little bit. I made this timer, and it was real short, but I forgot how I made it. So I have to reconfigure it. But anyway, that switch upstairs turns this block on, which would cut this signal. And effectively, yada yada yada. Got it? Good. Anyway, but the circuit goes, this way, that way, that way, that way, that way, back around to here. I just don't know why it stopped. Oh, there it goes. I think it just got stuck with the relogging back in, and now it turns it back off, and it would turn this off. I guess I can just put the redstone right here. And once it comes back around, it will fire the redstone engines, which would pump the fuel, and then when it gets back off, it cuts off the engines. That way they don't overheat, because eventually redstone engines do overheat. Over here is my oil tanks, and in here I've got some chest I was using. This is the timer for the oil tank pumps and the refinery pumps. Refinery's gonna make this fuel. Plow. It's gonna go in there. I don't know why this isn't working once again. It always gets stuck down here. Let's see. It's good to know my redstone stuff's getting stuck. Oh, whoops. Put that in backwards. But I can only record 10 minutes at a time, so I'm going to have to cut it off here, and I will start up the next video next time.